Hi guys, Kirsten Ellis here from Planned Resources. Just on today to have a chat to you about how to know when the best time is to leave your job. As you know, there's many reasons people decide to quit their jobs. We all have good days and we all have bad days. But if those one or two bad days become a pattern, then it may be a sign that something needs to change. Let's face it, we spend a lot of our time at work. So you should be happy in the job you have. Bad job can lead to a raft of issues for employees, which can in turn affect your whole health and well-being. There's many key factors that should be considered, of course, but if the bad outweighs the good, then it's time to put yourself first. Some warning signs that it could be time to move on are your job is causing you physical stress and you're therefore dreading going into the office each day. Of course, it's normal to have feelings about the work day ahead every now and then. But if you're really and truly fearful or anxious and losing sleep each night, then there could be some issues that need to be resolved. If work is taking a toll on your health and well-being, perhaps you're taking more sick days than usual, or even indulging in that extra glass of wine to compensate for your bad day. You may be working extra hours, leaving no time for socialisation or family, even exercise, sleep, or healthy eating, or just general relaxation time. That could be a sign that you might need to have a look at what's happening in your current workplace. If you're undervalued, it's no surprise that a major reason why people leave their current employment is for a pay rise. And whilst we wouldn't suggest you leave for this reason alone, if you are grossly underpaid in your current workplace, you could indeed be selling yourself short. So do your research. Speak to your current employer to see if there's some flexibility, particularly if you enjoy the company you're working for. Chat to the experts in the field like recruiters, like ourselves, who can guide you in respect to the current salary levels for your level of experience. Generally, if you're bored in your position and rather than getting work done, you're sitting around procrastinating, we all at times do delay or postpone a difficult task now and then. But there's a difference between delaying one task and finding that nothing about your day-to-day work is interesting anymore, or even challenging. If clicking around on your computer through Facebook and Snapchat are more exciting than the job, then I think there's a problem. And a big one is that you stop progressing. When you first join a company, there's lots of excitement, there's new learnings and progressions. You're working on new, potentially larger projects. You're likely to have moved for a role with a bit more autonomy or responsibility. So you're adapting to new ways of working and getting to know new team members. So it is an exciting time. As you stay a bit longer and get comfortable with the new environment and responsibilities, it does open up new opportunities and your progression continues. There comes a stage with most people where they do outgrow their role. The progression stops and they begin to flatline. At this stage, you perhaps need to review things. So reviewing things doesn't automatically mean that you need to move companies. Initially, our advice would be to talk to your current employer and voice your concerns, whatever those are. Sometimes employers may not be aware of your ambitions, and they can be easily rectified in some instances. For example, you may not be aware of potential things happening within the company in general, such as internal transfers, new projects and the like, which may indeed open up new opportunities for you. If you think your employer isn't able to answer your questions satisfactorily, then it may be time to explore some other options out there in the market. In our experience, exploring the market significantly before you get to this stage, whilst you're still progressing within a company, can be a bit premature. It can lead to a candidate perhaps simply being sold on the sizzle of a new opportunity, which gives them a transient resume and exposes them to finding out that the grass isn't always greener. Or you can burn bridges either by appearing indecisive with potential new company or with your current company who get wind of you looking for other options. Equally, if you do explore the market significantly after this point, candidates can get worn down and despondent in their current roles, which can come across in an interview process as either tired, showing a lack of passion, or in extreme cases as being very bitter to their current employer. So sometimes in these cases, candidates are so focused on getting away from where they've come from that they're not necessarily focusing on ensuring that the next move is the right move for them. So in summary, I would suggest that you do need to have a career plan that you review regularly so that you can compare the potential opportunity with your long-term career plan. So sometimes, as good as a role is, you can get swept up with one particular aspect of a role, such as money, forgetting that it's actually moving you further away from your longer-term objectives. To make this effective, you do need to review your career plan regularly to make sure you're aiming in the right direction. And certainly have a chat to your current employer if you're feeling a little stagnant or your career's not moving in the direction that you want to. And if there's no resolution there, then it may definitely be time to have a look out in the marketplace, talk to some experts like recruiters like us who can steer you in the right direction and certainly give you market advice in respect to opportunities, salaries, and really focus on what you're wanting in your next move. All the best. Any questions, please feel free to contact one of the Planned Resources staff.